Yo, dudes, the Empire's pretty chill. Maybe you could, like, join it or something.
Hey everyone, Luke Immerse Prime here. So, it's time for this week's merchandise showcase. So, I got quite a lot of things this week, so I'll be showing you all of those. It wouldn't, of course, what I unboxed last week. So, last week I was able to unbox 2 action figures, because I had time on my hands to do that. And it was both my figures for Optimus Prime, based on how he appears in the game Transformers War with Cybertron and in Rise of the Beasts. So, yeah, I couldn't have been happy to unbox 2 figures of my favourite character of all time. I was so happy about this, absolutely. And this figure of Optimus is also definitely an upgrade to my previous one I had when I was a kid, because it comes, of course, with his axe. And also, as well, of course, his chest opens up, as well, to reveal the Matrix of Leadership, which is definitely a really cool upgrade for this version of Optimus, absolutely. And this one's also awesome because it's literally based on G1 Optimus, so yeah, it's just really amazing, really, how it's based on G1. Then, today, I was able to get 3 movies, and all 3 of them are steelbooks. And all as well, pretty much upgrades too as well, because these ones I already had before, but upgraded. The first one is a steelbook for a horror film, which I saw, which came out this year. And it's a horror film from this year, which I thought was really good. And it's also got a prequel film as well to 2 films so far in this franchise. And this is a horror film where in this franchise, you've got to be quiet. So as you guess, of course, the steelbook I got, of course, is an upgrade for none other than this year's A Quiet Place Day 1. It's definitely really cool artwork for this, but it's basically, you know, like New York, pretty much. I think it's pretty cool I've done this, and all on the back it says, stay quiet, stay alive. Wow, that's pretty cool, that. And here's the Blu-ray cover it comes with as well, so yeah, that's pretty cool what it comes with that. Yeah, it's definitely really awesome steelbook. This now, of course, also means I have all 3 films of steelbook so far, which is awesome. Then the next one is an upgrade for another horror movie. This one, however, is actually 50 years old, from 1974, and it's, in my opinion, one of the greatest and most revolutionary horror films of all time as well, which is also eerily based on a true story, which also makes it a lot more scary, I must say. And it involves, of course, a horror movie icon whose main weapon of choice is a chainsaw. And this horror film, of course, which I got as a steelbook, is, of course, none other than 1974's The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So, of course, on the front, you have Leatherface himself, alongside, of course, his farmhouse, and on the back, yeah, there he is as well, you know, running again in the field, which is definitely really awesome. So, definitely really love this, and yeah, it's definitely a really awesome steelbook. Definitely really good upgrade. Then the next one is what is, for me, one of my favourite films of all time, one which is from the 80s, and it's an action movie, and it has one of my favourite action heroes of all time in it, and this, of course, is an upgrade from steelbook. Previously, of course, I had this film on Blu-ray on its director's cut, and it came, of course, with a poster which I have on my wall. And this film also got a game as well, which I played last year and also reviewed earlier this year as well. And this film is also my favourite film by my favourite Dutch director of all time, which is Paul Verhoeven. And also, when it comes to this film, guys, I would happily buy this for $1. And based on that clue, this film, of course, which I got upgraded, is, of course, none other than 1987's RoboCop. So, yeah, here it is, guys. It's a steelbook for RoboCop. And if you guys are wondering, I'll be keeping my previous Blu-ray RoboCop, which, of course, is a director's cut of it on Blu-ray, because that came, of course, with a poster which I have on my wall. I'm never going to tear that down at all whatsoever. And it also came with, of course, books on how the film was made, so I don't want to get rid of those. No, definitely not. And this one, of course, probably has features in it as well, I think, which it does, actually. Don't know what these are. I think this is also like a book showing, of course, it's also a book about, you know, the film as well, which is pretty awesome. And also this advertising for, like, American Wealth in London, which is pretty cool, I guess, advertising another film there. But yeah, I'm not going to get rid of my previous version of RoboCop. No, definitely not, because one of the films all the time, so you say, why should I get rid of it? When it comes to figures I got this week, so the first figure I got is a NECA figure for a horror character, and it's a figure for a character in a horror film that I saw this week, actually, because I watched this horror film this week because its title and what happens in it is all in regards to an American holiday. And of course, to my American viewers, of course, I wish you guys a very happy Thanksgiving. And this figure, of course, is a figure from a film where there can be no leftovers, as the tagline of it is, because this figure, of course, is of none other than John Carver, the film's, of course, serial killer. And open up, of course, there he is in there with lots of really cool accessories and stuff like that. And yeah, it looks pretty cool. So this will definitely, of course, go alongside all the horror figures on display, which I'm very happy about. Definitely a really cool figure of John Carver. Then after that, I got figures from a franchise involving a beloved blue hedgehog. The first one is for the version of his character from of course, a recent show, which I've actually started watching as well this week, actually. And this character, of course, which I got based on the show, is, of course, none other than Sonic the Hedgehog himself, as he appears based on the show, Sonic Prime. This is, of course, based on the costume he wears when he's in New York City. And this figure looks really awesome, design-wise. Then again, the design of the show is great anyway. And also, if you guys want to see my quick thoughts on Sonic Prime, I think it's a really good show. I think it's really underrated and definitely lots of fun. If you guys want to watch it, it's on Netflix as an exclusive, so please go ahead and watch it. It's a great show, in my opinion. And then the other figure is also another variation of Sonic, but based on how he appears in the live-action films, but in a special variation, because this is the version of him, of course, when he of course gets his full power. And this version, which we did a figure of, which is my Sonic Hedgehog 3 toy line, is, of course, an honor of Super Sonic. So here he is right here. Looks really awesome. Just had to get a figure of this, absolutely, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, I love this figure of Super Sonic. Then I got a figure for a DC supervillain, which is an enemy of Batman. And this enemy of Batman is one of my favourites of all time. And this is based on how he appears in my favourite show, Batman and the Animated Series. And this character, of course, has a two-sided personality. One of which, of course, is on the good side, and the other is, of course, his evil side. And this character, this is definitely a portrait of this character as well. And it's also part of like a new 4-pack of figures which combine to make a character called Maxi Zeus, which is an interesting choice for a character to build, I must say. And this figure, of course, is of none other than Two-Face, as he appears based on the Batman Animated Series. Looks really awesome, I must say. I think of Two-Face, absolutely, especially this version of him. I've already got a figure of him based on the Dark Knight, but I had to get a figure of Animated Series, right, of course, 100%. Definitely a really awesome figure of him. Then I got, as well, another Batman and character based on a live-action film. And you know how I mentioned The Dark Knight? Well, this figure's actually from The Dark Knight Rises. And because when I, of course, did my marathon of The Dark Knight figures that I got, which combined to make the figure of Bane, I mentioned that I wish there was a character included based on The Dark Knight trilogy. And they finally did this character with also a vehicle. And this character, of course, which comes with a vehicle, is none other than Catwoman, as she appears in The Dark Knight Rises. And she comes with a Batpod, which is definitely really awesome. So, yeah, I love this addition of a Batpod in this, and this looks really awesome. So, gonna really lots of fun unboxing this. It's gonna go with my Dark Knight trilogy figures I have, of course. I'm happy about this. And finally, I got a Lego set today, and this is also from a franchise involving, of course, the beloved blue hedgehog, Sonic. And this is actually like a display purpose set because it's the head of a character who, of course, is going to be appearing in the upcoming film, of course, this Christmas. And this head, of course, is of none other than Shadow. So, here he is, guys. Shadow the Hedgehog. Here he is. And definitely looks really awesome. This is his head. And according to this box, it says it's based on Sonic Adventure 2. It says there. So, that's a pretty cool choice to make this Lego head of, which is pretty nice. So, yeah, I do like that. Yeah, I think they did a really good job making this head. I can't wait to unbox it in the future. So, yeah. So there you have it, guys. That's what I got this week. So hope you guys enjoyed that. So you know the drill, guys. Be sure to give this video a like. Also be sure to let in the comments what you guys thought of what I got this week, what thing that I got. Also be sure to join the team by pressing subscribe who's coming in the future. And I'll see you all later.